It's cool now. You're cool. Welcome back to PUA Drama, where I report on all the drama in the pickup community. Now, I have I think I'm the only person that's been able to get this interview. This is hot off the press. I got Frank here, Just Francis on YouTube, and welcome to PUA Drama.
Thank you. We finally arranged this call as I'm having a lovely Spanish latte, a lot of sets in visible sight. Possibly might get a set or two in between this lovely chat.
You don't stop, do you? Can you? He doesn't stop. Don't jump up and jump into a set while I'm on the call, can you? Can you just give me half an hour?
I'm not going to jump off. Yeah, not to give you a dedicated. I mean, if I see an opportunity, I might just
turn the laptop. Turn the laptop and catch a live infield.
Yeah, I could have
live one. No, but
I could have.
But for you guys at home, so I've reported on some of the drama here, and I thought that I'd get Frank on to just, pick his side of the story and let us know. I'll let you know. Like you just tell us what you want to talk about, and we'll just see how this call goes. But yeah, there's been a little bit of drama, and how's it going?
Define drama. I mean, I think in my personal opinion, it just really comes down to keeping peace. I've suggested many times in a few of my videos, or a handful, at the end of the day, respectfully, we can do a duel, which we can put a lovely cash wager on. No one yet hasn't accepted that challenge. Now, it's not that a challenge that I have to prove myself, but some people that are trying to prove something, maybe it's time for them to rise up to the plate. And any terms and conditions, I'm always for. Like I said, the skill set to me is 24/7, 365, and it is in my DNA, approaching 10 years this upcoming January as we make this video on July 2021.
Have you seen the old TV show Keys to the VIP?
Completely, and I tend to have my show probably within the next 18 to 24 months.
Do you know the TV show Keys to the VIP?
Yes.
Yes. And what
I plan to have my show in about 18 to 24 months.
You're going to have your own Keys to the VIP.
It's just a matter of time. So the 700 views or the 24,000 views I get on a video, these are just doors being opened up to here in Los Angeles, Hollywood, to make that manifest as well. Because people worry about charging $2K on a boot camp. That's nothing comparing the opportunities once you have your own show, and then from that point moving forward. So yeah, it's that's definitely the goal within the next 18 to 24 months.
Really? That's an exclusive. That's an exclusive for PUA Drama right there. So that is one challenge, actually, the live streaming. And in the past, what we've had is guys that would have two cameramen and they'll follow them around for an entire week. They would get like 1,000 approaches in, and then they'll just pick that one cherry-picked approach. They'll edit the hell out of it and make it as flashy as possible. That's not exactly what you're doing. You're doing live streams, which is very difficult.
It is difficult. I reach challenges just about every other day, if not a few times a week. Shooting in a nightclub is obviously very hectic, volume, copyright strikes on music, followed by attempting to shoot it on either at a day club or at a pool. You have just a lot of elements that are sometimes you cannot control. So it's hard to do the live stream, but it's how do you manifest and change the game, the scene, and most importantly, adding value to this community, opposed to taking from it and making it bad in other people's eyes, as in potentially, can this go mainstream? So it's kind of, let's go bigger and let's think about what's the legacy for me at 35 years old. I see myself, and I'll call it out, being the Vince McMahon, like the WWE back in the day to now WWF to WWE, and making something of this, because wouldn't this be excellent if people paid a pay-per-view to see duels on a regular basis on a whole Hollywood production scale where everyone's making money and there's certain things like that. So how do we get there? It's all these little things as well. That's why I focus at this point now in my life more about the long term, more about my skill set, opposed to taking time and teaching. I do offer trainings and I do teach, but the focus is respectfully, when you can close 1 to 2 times a day, and my timestamps are on my IG stories, that's a gift, and people will pay. And I understand that from the very beginning. There's no need for marketing when you have a product and a service, and that's what I'll still stand for to the rest of my dying days. It's really provide a value, and then the money will follow at the end of the day.
So you're thinking this like WWE, like we pin 2 guys together and we send them out there live streaming, trying to.
That's it.
Oh.
Keys to the VIP, WWE style. Day, night, any terms and conditions. That's it. Let's do a respectful duel and parlay. It wants to be negativity and beef. I get it, the upsells and promotions, but things should be done in a peaceful and respectful way.
Well, that's one of the questions that people have put to me with the PUA drama. They're like, "That's negative. That's so bad." But I see it the opposite way. Like this, what happened was someone called you out, and now I'm having you on the channel so that you can pretty much clear it out and defend yourself, and also pitch other things as well. So I see it as more of a positive in a way, what I'm trying to do here with the drama part. But there's also another aspect to drama that I don't think people address as much. Pretty loud there, by the way. A lot of people don't address one aspect of the drama, that is that when someone's not really getting very much traction, they're more likely to engage in the drama because they're trying to get some views. They're trying to create trouble so that they can get some views, right? And they feel like they're a bit left out, and they feel like they deserve. And that's where the drama comes from, right? It's guys that are trying to chase clout and chase views by creating drama. That's partially why guys do it, you know. And I don't think that's addressed enough in the community. But yeah, so we've covered a few things here right now, and would you like to address the video where he commented on a live stream that you did? Would you like to comment on that at all, that specific one?
The only comment that I have is all information on the internet is going to be subjective, and it really comes down to that person watching that video at that given moment where they're at in their life. Do they see this as educational, and what are they going to take from that? Now, for myself that posted that video, first order of business, that I do my teachings, my skill set is all educational based, right? So it's not rationalization from, she was thick and African American, okay? Number one, I will always say you have to be diverse, as I joke, but I really mean this when I say I'm an equal opportunist, and that allows me to keep further and further. Now, my only question for whoever wants to talk somewhat negative or full negative on that video, one, that's another side we can talk about after. Where's your infield and your practical and not your 3, 5, 10-year-old footage? Okay, that's my first question. That's a side conversation followed by that if you'd like. But do you see this as educational or me bragging as well? And when you watch this person, is it consistent and either sexual or non-sexual, whatever took place? What's my purpose behind making that video as well? Do I care? Was I proud? I'm showing you a skill set that once you develop, and if you followed me or know anything or knew watching my content, having this skill set of the cold approach 24/7, 365 in your blood, and this developing to a lifestyle, every dynamic, it will improve your family life, your work life, your move up in management. If you wanted to potentially teach this, if you found a passion for it, which not many do, or they fall off the wagon, this is going to change your life. At 35 years old, myself being a parent and sacrificing my relationship with my daughter's mother because of the cold approach, I'm going to give it all that I got. Some people think differently, but I'm not here to please anybody. I understand that, because people don't get motivated when they watch my stuff. They get inspired. And to me, that gets me emotional to a point where sometimes I get like a little tear coming out of my eye because I was able to help that person out free of cause, like free of charge. This is what I do because this is just the opening gate to the reality show, to the beyond bigger pictures that I have as well. So that's my answer. Although it was not too in depth, it's the educational standpoint. Now,
yeah,
where's the video of the few Russians that I've pulled? Where's the video of these other individual girls that I pulled from a pool party, or any of the content? So why just this one specific as well? What do you get from that? And at the end of the day, I keep the peace. I wish nobody harm, but I understand those people that make those videos, and I wish them well. I pray for them.
You make a good point there. They're not going to pick out your best video, are they? They're going to pick out your absolute worst to try and make you look bad. And that was clearly what happened in that call out of you. I was just picking out the worst possible, trying to frame you in the worst possible light. And that was clearly the purpose of it. He clearly wasn't just picking out an average one, or definitely not picking out your best one. It was just deliberately trying to make you look bad. And you did bring up one good point there, educational purposes. That's the purpose of it, right?
Completely.
And another point you brought up just then was that the person, because we're not going to mention the person, the person that called you out is uploading infields that are, did you say 2 or 3 years old or something? They do look pretty old. So yeah, it's not.
You can tell how old the video is, number one, from the type of quality of the camera work, and most importantly, you can see by weight and bone structure as well. That's the best way to do it. When we watch, Owen Cook from 2010 to 2014, when he was slim, to like where he's at currently, he's got some additional weight, but he's not as focused as he was back then, and going to the gym just about daily, because from 2012 to 15, I was with him. So I saw his consistency. I saw Owen going to the gym for 25 minutes. I would take him at 11:36 p.m. when they closed at midnight, so he can go in there and get 3 sets in of 12 reps. So what I'm sharing, and I'm not standing up for Owen, which I highly respect, and I'm very thankful for his value he offers to the community. No, it's how should I put this?
It's old footage. It's old footage. You can tell it's old. Come on, just say it.
You can just tell it. You can tell it. You can tell it's old. Like, I don't know if you posted the video recently, him versus him, but at the end of the day, that's older footage as well. Like, yes, educational.
Yeah.
If it's 2010, 2021, 2005, you can see progression. You can still take lessons from the old footage. But when that's all you're pushing in marketing and sales, I just say, where's the practical? So that's just my own opinion as well. I mean, if I allocated more time into editing myself and going, but I sacrifice, or should I say, my focus is only on my skill set, opposed to editing, doing this, and pushing a boot camp and pushing a product. No, it's for the bigger picture when that moment comes on and you see me on CNN on Lisa Lang's show, FYI, and then let's see who's on a fucking an episode with Lisa Lang as the pickup artist, and who brings this community up from the underground, if you want to say as well. So you keep selling your little course and talking behind the glass house. I'm just going to see you on Lisa Lang on CNN on the upcoming season.
What are you hinting here? What's going on? You keep hinting something big's going on. Don't just beat around the bush. What's going on?
I'm not. Look,
Tell us what's going on. Oh, sorry.
Live. Look, this is, let's just think big and let's add value to the community. That's it. Let's think big, let's add value to the community.
But it sounds like you got something going on, some show, some media thing going on, something. Can we get an exclusive? Can we get an exclusive? This is PUA drama. Can we have an exclusive?
I get it. I mean, drama. Okay, look.
What's happening? What's happening in the background?
I stated already. You brought up the keys today. I'm giving myself 18 to 24 months to get a show. So when you see my 764 views or my 200,000 views on my protest video I did about 12 months ago, when you see those videos, that's just the opening doors on what's taking place as well. You see no marketing, you see me working, but when someone has a skill set to close 1 or 2 girls on a daily, you've been watching the IG stories respectfully and humbly, you know, it's just a matter of time that mic on. But this is what I really believe, Dave. This is, and I mean this, anybody watching this, any individual that in this, let's just say, in this community that potentially signed a course, if you could put on the mic and camera 24/7, 365, given at any time of the day, you see me out at 5 in the morning, you see me out at 7 in the morning, and anywhere in between, and I'm checking in, I'm showing you guys in real time stamp. That's already a skill set in itself that you can go out and post on really quickly as well. And I'm not one to humble, special. I just consistently believe in the skill set, and no matter where you go, you can see potentially where I'm in a lovely environment, and it's just how is your approach, respectfully and ethically, and that is the master skill set, and then everything else, the marketing, such and such. In the communication networks, CNN, reality shows they see you, then you might do a contract on Netflix. There's just opportunity here. That's why my consistent action is more on sharpening the skill set daily, opposed to selling you some sort of product or course as well. I'm working a full-time job and being a full-time. So for myself, to wrap this last thing is, I wish everyone well and I pray for them. And we need to think bigger and we need to add value as well. Let's not talk negative about other individuals. Keep peace. Be thankful for fucking Owen Cook that offered value into this community. And no matter where he's at in his life, wish him well because he's at a different place. And I'm thankful that he's in his children's life because all children need their fucking parents in their life. As a parent of 1, him of 3, why don't we just be thankful for the value that he offered since 2002, I think it was like 2003, 2004 when he moved from Hawaii and started building his company. That's it. There's no better, because in the final analysis of your life, does it really make a difference if you separate this amount of girls or this amount of girls? It's just all egotism. And for myself, I saw that, I learned, and for me, I don't even care, because if I go back to my receipts, my IG stories, and all the closures that I took, it's pretty up there. When I go back, I don't care about that number. I care about the educational standpoint that I'm able to teach. But the bigger picture is when Lisa Lang and their camera crew put on the mic, the action's taken back. Let's get 3-4 pulls in one day. Recently, on last Sunday, I just pulled 4 girls in 24 hours. Do you not see the timestamps in my vehicle when I have them there? Once at 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm on hold and drive in her lingerie. So look, we need to offer value in the community and we need to really take action and just, this is where it's at. Let's make this big. And that's my mindset. I'm supposed to associate myself with any hatred and negativity. It's a very aggressive word, that H word. I just stay focused, and I wish everyone well, completely. It's kind of like what I told you, Dave. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's stay in our lanes. Let's stay in our lanes. This is our lanes, yellow lines, and let's focus, right?
Run your own race. Run your own race, pretty much.
That's all it is. That's it.
But you did mention, I was gonna wrap it up, but you not in a
rush. Feel free to ask any questions you like.
You mentioned one more thing. You said lay count. Is lay count important? What are your thoughts on lay count?
Completely not. It's the process to getting to those lays, and then how fast can you get these lays?
What about the method? So if we're talking educational wise, like if you're sitting in a third world country swiping right on Tinder, is that the same as going out and doing cold approach?
Repeat the question one more time. I'm trying to digest that and I'm trying to figure if it's not rhetorical.
Is getting girls on Tinder in a third world country the same as doing cold approach in America?
Cold approach and online.
It's not a trick question. It's not a trick question. It's not a trick question.
You want to know if okay, look, you want to know in a third world country, Brazil, Thailand, if it's the same as cold approach. Cold approach is going up to somebody and saying hello. I just had to say hello. That's the cold approach. If I come and introduce myself to these two lovely older ladies, right? That's cold approach.
Level though. Difficulty level. Which is more difficult? Which shows skills
in the learning process?
This is not a trick question. It's not a trick question.
I'm asking you, is it? No, I get it. My question to you is, I get it. Look at cold approach and online is different. Okay? When you have confidence and respect for yourself and good intentions, no matter if you're down in Thailand or all the way up to Russia, to Vancouver, Canada, around the globe, South Korea, China, if you have confidence and self-respect and your intentions are well, any woman is going to appreciate that as well, completely. So I do know that online works, but, and I did that in 2015, and my results were probably my best year in 2015, opposed to 2012 to 14. 2015 was an incredible year where I truthfully believe I got Tinder down to a science before it even got too popular and with other platforms. I do believe you can get results, but if we're in this pickup scene, it's about cold approach. Okay, there's no pickup in online. If you're a good looking dude, awesome, that's gonna help. If you're straightforward, awesome. But and yes, there is a lot of catfishing. That's just a separate community. That's an online community, if you want to say. So cold approach, the pickup, it's not in online. It's cold approach pickup. It's cold approach pickup all across the board. And I believe in practical. But I mean, I understand if you're in another country and you don't want to get out. If you're from not that country that you're in at that given moment and you're doing online, why are you in your hotel or at a cafe up and not approaching and having intellectual conversations with women, getting to know the vibe? If I go to a cafe in Paris and I'm sitting down, I'm curious on like their morning routine from a certain pattern that I see. I'm curious about what the locals and the tourists come. I'm curious to get to know that country, just like I did when I went to China, Korea, Australia, Vancouver, Toronto. I want to explore and have great conversation, and that's what allows me to succeed when I come across a Korean or Thai girl in Vegas, right? Oh, they would think an American has never been over there. So when I start talking about this, and this, or a French girl, which those are very lovely ladies, they're like, wow, you've been there. Wow, you're at this place. Now a bond was created because of the experience that you've had on traveling to Paris, France at the cafe. Yeah, exactly. From cold approach, all online.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, that's probably a good way to end it. I think we've been talking for a while now, but yeah, it's been great having you on. And what I'll do is I will put a link to your main YouTube channel, Just Francis, and your Instagram in the description for everybody out there to check it out. Check out his Instagram as well, guys. And it was good. It was good. And I think if there is any other drama in the community for you guys at home, feel free to come on this channel. I'll have a chat to you, and you don't need to respond on your own channel, which is what a lot of people don't want to do. They don't want to respond to hate on their own channel and drive more traffic to the hate. I'm happy to have people on this channel and have a respectful discussion like this, and clear the air. And I think it was constructive.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. Just it's about taking action on a consistent basis, and daily is the mindset to have and to try to increase this cold approach skill set in your life, because no matter how old you are, your life will get better. It's guaranteed.
I agree.
Thanks, man.
And thanks for coming on. I'll
the exclusive. The exclusive as of today. 18 to 24 months reality show. See me on Lisa Lang's next reality show. It's gonna be season 9. One of those episodes, 53 minutes of dating / PUA.
Ooh, okay, good stuff. I'll speak to you soon. See you later.
All right, cheers.